Hey guys, it's me Kiana and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title of this video, we are going to be doing my book talk for Four Dead Queens by Astrid Sloat. I received this book because of Owl Crate, which I personally bought with my own money in May. I didn't end up doing a unboxing of it personally, but I did do a picture and an unboxing on my Bookstagram, so I'll leave my Bookstagram down below. I think you can still find it. But this is... I read this in May. It was an amazing freaking book, and I loved it so much. I give this a 5 out of 5 stars, and it is now one of my favorite books of 2019. So for those who don't know how I do my book talks, I do a rating, would you recommend, favorite character, least favorite character, synopsis, and then my personal review. This is a spoilers review, so if you have not read it, I am sorry, but please do exit out of this video as of now. So I'm going to put this book right here so you guys can see it, and then we're going to get into the book talk. So, my rating out of this was, of course, like I said, a 5 out of 5 stars. It was honestly amazing. I personally loved it. I didn't find no flaw in it. The twists and the turns that it took, I did not see coming, and I feel like it made it 10 times better. Would I recommend this? Hell yes. So let's get into the synopsis. Basically, in this world, a long, long time ago, there was a king of Quadra, I think that's what the country's called, and he had 4 wives. But then the king died, and those 4 wives decided to break apart the country into 4 different places, and they rule as queens. They never marry, they just have daughters, and they can only be queens of this. And now we're in this time, and there's 4 queens: Queen Stessa, Queen Iris, Queen Marguerite, and Queen Cora. And they rule as sister queens, and basically they have like 13 rules that they have to live by as queens. So we get points of view from the 4 queens, but we also get a point of view from this girl named Carly. And Carly is a thief. She works for this guy named Mackle, and basically, one day he sets her up to steal these comp chips, which come from, like, the technical part of the country. And she steals them, and at the auction house, when she realizes that they don't get purchased, she goes and she helps the messenger basically, like, try to steal them back. But when her boss finds out, and she ends up ingesting them, and what she does, she sees what she believes is the 4 queens getting murdered, when really they're the plans for how the queens are murdered. So her and the messenger, which is named Vernon, they go to the palace, and they see that the queens are actually alive. So that's when they notice that it's plans for how the queens are murdered. So she basically tries to stop it, but what ends up happening is when she ingested the comm chips, it basically gave her boss control over her body and her mind. Like, she blanked out, and basically her boss set her up to murder the 4 dead queens, and that's, like, basically it. But, like, the reason was because of Queen Marguerite, which is the queen of Carly's, like, quadrant. Her daughter, she gave her daughter away with with thinking that she didn't want her daughter to ever sit upon the throne. She didn't think that her daughter would be ready. So her daughter, Arabella, basically plots when she finds out, I want all 4 of them gone, so I could be the sole queen. Because if there's 4 gone and no, like, female relatives step forward, I'm the queen of all of that. But that's basically the synopsis. Let's go into my favorite character, least favorite character, and then my review. My favorite character would have to go to Carly, because she was badass, and when she, like, knew what was going on, she was like, I didn't do it, it wasn't me, you have to believe me. Fucking loved her. Badass bitch. I need another book from her point, like, just her. And of course, Queen Marguerite, she was one of my favorite queens. I really did not like any of the other ones. Queen Stessa was very vain. Queen Iris was a bitch. Queen Cora, like, I just didn't like her. She was the only one out of the 4 queens that I really liked. My least favorite character has to go to Mackle, because he was just a bastard. Like, Carly confided so much in him, and he took that kindness for weakness and basically, like, used it against her. That was just horrible. So, my review. I honestly did not see any of those twists and turns coming. I thought, honestly, the first part of the book, that one of the queens was the one doing all the killings, and I was so confused. Like, why would one of the queens do all of this? But I feel like it made the book 10 times better that we didn't see it coming, and it was amazing. Like, I honestly enjoyed it so freaking much. Like, those queens are truly badass. I like the concept of the 4 different parts. I know it was Ionis, Ludus, Archerids, and Taurians. Those were the 4, like, quadrants that they ruled over, and I liked how they went into depth for each and every part of the quadrants, but it wasn't such a long book. Like, this book was like 400 and something pages. And, like, it captivates you. But that is all for my 4 Dead Queens book talk. I honestly loved it. I hope you guys enjoy it too. If my review makes you guys want to go see it, I'll be leaving here 2 videos I honestly feel like you guys should go check out. All my social media is listed down below. I post Mondays and Thursdays. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys really soon with a new video. Bye, guys.